So again, we want to determine a parallel line passing through 4 comma negative 3 and parallel to x equals negative 5. So what is this? What is the equation of this line?
X equals what?
X equals 4. Good. Moving on. Do we need to solve this? Yes?
That's pretty good. I mean, I'm good with that one.
Anybody? Let's solve it. 5/4 equals 2x plus 7 over 8. Nothing, really. It's a proportion. I will cross multiply. 40 equals 8x plus 28. Subtract. I get, what do I get? Is it 12 equals 8x? So then x equals 12 divided by 8. I simplify by 4, and I have 3/2. Is it? I don't know. Will I miss points? No. No. I'm checking. So 2 times 3 over 2 is 3 plus 7 divided by 8. Is it? I don't know. So this is 10 divided by 8. I simplify by 2 and I get 5/4. Yes, it is. Only now I enter the answer. I will not enter the answer before I check. Good. 19. Simplify the ratio by writing the fraction in lowest terms. 21 over 6.6. Remember, we cannot have decimal numbers in a fraction, so it's 210 over 66. I will simplify by 3. So I have 70 over 22. So now I will simplify by 2. And I have 11 and 35. This is the fraction in lowest terms. I cannot have decimal numbers in the final answer. I will eliminate them from the beginning, multiplying top and bottom by 10 times 10 times 10. Good. Write the percent as a fraction in lowest terms. So 30%, say it again?
3/10.
Yes, so 30% is the same with 30 divided by 100. So you simplify, and it's 3 over 10. I mean, we finished the test in half an hour. Okay? Okay. Write the fraction as a percent. So I have 48 divided by 75. And I got 64, so it's 0.64, which is 64%. Solve the percent problem. What percent of 80 is 56? What percent of 80 is 56? So x equals 56 over 80. All I have to do is use the calculator, divide, and I'm dividing 56 by 80.
70%.
And I get 70%. Done. 2% of what number is 6? .02 times x equals 6. So 6 divided by 0.02.
2.
Right?
So 6%, not 2%.
Okay, so it's 300. So 300, x equals 300.
Did it say 6%?
I think it says 2%
Oh, this.
of, that's okay. Good. The same idea, find the amount of commission. you just have to multiply 660 by 6.75% changed into a decimal number. So
0.06, so
6, oops. So 660000, and 6.75% is multiplied by 0.675, and that's it. So the answer is 44,550. The commission rate is this, and the commission is this. Find the amount of sales. So X multiplied by, this is 4.5, 0.045 equals 770.4. All I need to do is divide 770.4 over this, and I get the amount of sales. So 77.4 divided by 0.045. So that is 17,120. And the last question. During a sale, the dress decreased in price from 80 to 72.
which I think is 25%.
What was the percent decrease? So yes, you can subtract. You get 8 divided by the original. So you get 1 over 10, which is
10%.
10%.
I did the opposite on that. I did the amount reduced, or what the change was. So
That's
I
okay.
did 75 instead of 25.
That's okay. So we started at 12:30. We went through the notes. We went through another problem, and we finished the test at 1:02. Yes, we skipped some problems, some graphing, so on and so forth. Now let's say another hour to that. The grades are good except 2 of them, but the grades overall are good. I'm happy. The highest was 90 something. So I was very pleased to see that. Okay, anything else before we go back to practice 5.2 to see any type of different problems that we can look at?
So with that, I was still kind of curious what the power of 0. Like, I understand that it's 1, but I'm a little confused why.
You're saying
Like
why
5 to the power of 0.
why a to power 0 is 1?
Yeah.
Very good question. Excellent. Excellent question. Okay. So forget about this for a moment. Let me ask you this. 2 over 2. What is the answer?
1.
Because when I divide 2 by 2. Okay. Now forget about this. And let's apply the exponential rules. Copy the base and subtract. From the exponent of the numerator, I subtract the exponent of the denominator. How much is 1 minus 1?
0. Huh. Okay, thank you.
So now let's look at it. It's a perfect question. It's a perfect question. Let's look at this. X over x is 1. But I have to say that this is not the same unless I write that x cannot be 0. Why? Because we know that division by 0 is not possible. But the idea is the same. Copy the base and subtract the exponents. 1 minus 1 is 0. Very good question. Is that better?
Yes.
So if you ever forget or you want to double check, always go back to the exponential rules. The same thing with, let's say, y to the third over y to the third. I divide the same, of course, y cannot be 0. I didn't have to write here 2 is not 0. 2 is never 0. There is no point in writing this here. But for the variables, I have to. So I copy the base and subtract the exponents. 3 minus 3 is 0. But I already know that the answer is 1. So this must be 1.
If y did equal 0, would that be equal?
That is a big issue. That is a big issue. 0 over 0, if you remember, we said that this is an indeterminate case. You have to wait till calculus 1, and there are a total of 7 indeterminate cases. Total of 7. And this is one of them. 0 over 0 is 1. What does indeterminate case mean? The answer can be infinity. The answer can be 50, 45. The answer can be minus 1. It can be anything. We don't know. It can even be D and E. It does not exist. That's why these indeterminate cases are treated totally differently. It's indeterminate. The answer may exist, may not exist, or it may be infinity, which is still not exist, but we have to write infinity or negative infinity in those cases. But this is carved in stone. This is undefined forever. It does not exist. In other words, D and E. It does not exist. This is carved in stone. There is no discussion here. But in 0 over 0 and the other 6 indeterminate cases, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Very good question. Good. Anything else? Thank you all for your questions so far. Anything else? Okay. So I'm going to go back then. If you remember something, it's fine anytime, any moment. Okay. Now, Julie, will you show us, do I need to make any changes? Or you can access by going to Pearson and grades. So if you go here, anybody, everybody, Sarah, Matt, if you go here in under gradebook, if you go to the gradebook, does the system allow you to review the test? So please go to the gradebook and see if you can click on review test. Because it should. If it doesn't, there is a setting at my end that I have to work on.
I can review mine.
Thank you, Jules. So can anybody else confirm? Matt, Sarah, if you go to gradebook.
I'm checking it right now.
Jules, that's how you did it, right? Through the gradebook?
Yeah.
Good. So if she can do it, then everybody else can. I don't have to do anything.
Okay, I found it. It works.
Does it work?
It
Yeah.
works.
Perfect. Can you do test 1 as well, Jules? Or just test 2? Because if you cannot, there must be a setting at my end that I didn't take care of.
Test 2 does not seem to be there. Oh, it's this past 2 weeks. Hold on. No, it's 2.
Just let me know.
I can access it.
You can?
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect, excellent, good. We solved one more problem, excellent. We're problem solvers. Good, so now let's go through 5.2 and see what catches our eye. I think that this is clear, but if you want me to, please.
6 to the 4th.
Right. Good. Moving on, let's see what's in here. Maybe there is something that, oh no,
It's your favorite
no.
question.
No, I don't even want to see this one. I'm sorry. No, I don't want to see this one. Can anyone give us the answer to this?
11
x to the 11. Okay. Can anyone give us the answer to this?
P15.
15, we are adding the exponents. Okay, what should that be? X to which power?
5.
5. Okay, same thing. Simplify the expression. Let's do this one. So y to 9c times y to 3c.
Close.
Yes, we copy the base and we add the exponents, and we know how because these are like terms. So we copy the base and we add and we get 12c. Perfect.
Oh, I almost wonder why isn't C also squared?
Because we are adding, and if you remember, we said this: 9c plus 3c, 9
Oh,
apples
okay.
plus 3 apples is 12 apples. But 9c times 3c, that will be 27c squared. We copy the base and we add the exponents. This is not an exponential rule. Not an exponential rule. Adding quantities is not an exponential rule. It's just combining like terms. Multiplying, I'm using an exponential rule. I have to copy the base and add the exponents. So please, we have to get used to this. Is this clear? Okay, perfect. Moving on. Good. Now here, x to the 9th multiplied by x to 8a. These are not like terms. Here we have no choice but write it as x to 8a plus 9. This is it. Because you cannot add 8 apples to the figure 9. So since they are not like terms, you cannot proceed. This is it. This is the final form. Okay, now I have to be careful here. So negative 20 to the 3rd to the 7th. I just want to see the previous problem. One more second. Okay, good. So x to the 6th to the 3rd. So let's start with this. X to the 6th, everything to the 3rd. This is an exponential rule. We copy the base and we multiply the exponents. But there is a problem here. If any of these two were an even number, then you will really have to be careful. But both of them are odd numbers. I need to address the sign first. Negative to the 3rd will be negative. 20 to the 3rd will still be negative. Right? I mean, 20 to the 3rd is positive, but there is negative in front. The same thing will happen with 7. So I'm okay to write negative 20 to the 21st power. So be careful. So because the power is odd, and the product, of course, is odd, then it can stay like this. But if this were positive, if this were an even number, then I would have written just 20 to that even number. Okay? So remember, the odd power is always friendly because the number stays negative. But if the powers are even, the whole thing changes. So you have to be careful on that. Okay?
Does that rule always apply no matter what?
Yes, you have to be careful with negative numbers and even powers. Yes. Here we just multiply 9 and z. So p to power z, everything to the 9th power, is p to 9z. Nothing else. Careful with this one. because as you see, we have a negative number in parentheses. So this is -8 y to the 4th, and everything squared.